Hello guys, and welcome to our new Let's Play on the channel. I am so sorry it's been over a week. I've been trying to find games to Let's Play for a while now. I was going to do a commentary collab with someone, but he's been busy for over a week. So I'm not going to bank that on him, or bank the Let's Play on him. Anyway, we're playing Divinity II Original Sin. And now you're probably wondering, how do you get this game? Well, a friend gave it to me. They're pretty cool actually, but anyway, we're going to be going on story mode, single player. I don't really have any friends to play with. I'm actually surprised this game actually runs decently on my computer. Because the main reason I haven't been able to find games is either they don't run well, or are just completely broken for some reason. Anyway, I've been talking for a full minute here. Let's get started, shall we? Is my controller not working? Oh, I was gonna play this with the controller. Oh, come on, are you really going to do this? Hang on. It was working. There we go. Sheesh. Way to start it. Alright. Let's go to story. Single player. Now, I'm probably just gonna go in classic mode. I mean, story mode's just casual. I know it may not look like it, but I know a thing or two about strategy, so let's just go in classic mode. A classic role-playing experience. You are cunning, resourceful, and prepared for the perils that await. You know, honestly, I've never beaten this game, or gotten very far in it, because I usually only played it with the person who got this game for me. But, we've since grown a bit distant, so let's just begin, shall we? Or not. I forgot character customization. In the character customization screen, you can select an origin character or create a custom hero. Understood. Now, I tested this earlier, so we have origin characters. I don't really care about origin characters. I'm just going to make my own. Even though, this great character is near. We got lizards. And I gotta rename this. Just gonna go classic Riley. And, you know, I honestly don't want character creation to take up the entire episode. I'll either speed it up or just do jump cuts, I'm not sure. Really, I'm not sure how I'm going to go about this Let's Play, to be honest. Let's start. So, in my test file, I went with Witch, but I'm thinking of Cleric if we're going single player, to be honest. You know, being able to heal myself. Anyway, let's, appearance. Now, my file... Oh, I forgot, you can zoom in. Not sure how you call this hair, but okay. Antlers. I think I'll call these sail skin. Let's go with cornflower. Not ruby. That's not ruby. That's just pink.
How about new?
Fluorite looks nice. Voice?
Glory is mine. Better luck next time.
All British sounding. How fitting.
Try again. Prepare yourself. Meet your maker.
Alright, I guess I'll just go with adventurer. Not really going for anything, Oh yeah, attributes. The attributes panel shows the primary stats you can spend points on after you level up. Primary stats have a direct influence on secondary stats. Understood. Come on. Don't like I had the whole combat abilities. Spending points on combat ability generally increases the damage you'll do in the skill schools you invest in. However, there are other benefits as well. Read descriptions of skill schools to fully understand what the invested points do. Understood. So I got strength, intelligence, and constitution. Makes sense for a cleric. Although I don't want to use a shield though, I'd rather just do a wheel. Strength base damage, wits. Hydrophist. No thank you. Necromancer I'll keep. Dual wielding, yes. Which is dual increase damage and dodging with dual wielding two one-handed weapons. Yes, please. And Necromancer heals you whenever you deal damage directly to vitality. So kind of like vampire. Civil ability. Civil abilities are non-combat abilities. They come in handy when you're not in a situation in conflict. Understood. You naturally have bartering. No, thank you. I naturally have persuasion. That does sound helpful. More War Master. War Master identifies enemies and allows you to identify items. Increasing War Master allows you to identify more faster. To identify, use an identifying glass and select who you want to identify. Examine a monster and select and choose examine. I'm not really into thievery and sneaking, so I'm just gonna go 2 points of persuasion. So we got Raised Bloated Corpse, Bloodsucker, Decaying Touch. Okay, Bloated Corpse. Target a corpse to raise a cadaver that fights for you. Bloodsucker. Target character spins blood and starts running with vitality. Blood heals 75 damage and approaches this area. Mosquito Swarm. Unleash a swarm of mosquitoes to suck the blood from your enemies, dealing 7 to 6 physical damage and healing yourself. Now there's one thing. Talents. Talents determine a character's unique features. Select talents to complement a character's abilities and attributes. Why do I have a hothead selected? No. Ambidextrous. Ambidextrous reduces the cost of using grenades and scrolls by 1 AP when your offhand is free. I mean, I am ambidextrous in real life, but... Let's see. We have... Leech. Leech heals you when standing in blood. I already have an ability for that. Morning Person. Don't think I'd be resurrected. I think I'd just be dead. Far Out Man's helpful. Far Out Man increases the range of skills and scrolls by 2 meters. Does not affect melee touch range skills. All the range, because you want to stay out of dodge. Which we actually have Spell Song and Sophisticated Wizard. Sophisticated gives you 10% fire resistance and 10% poison resistance. Tags. Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. Understood. Okay. So we're a female lizard, we can't turn those off. Some of those lizards are as exotic and mysterious as the ancient empire itself. The outside world knows them as warriors, philosophers, and slavers, to be respected and feared. Oh yay, slavers. Okay, usually I go with Scholar. Intelligent and curious, your appetite for learning far exceeds your taste for bloodshed. Books and scrolls are your dearest possessions. Yes, please. I either go with Mystic or Soldier. Cracks in reality lead you to other times and places, some of the void, some of the gods. Your vision is not quite your own, but you can make use of it. And Soldier, trained in order, obedience, and warfare. You know the difference between a latrine and a lieutenant. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, it's kind of obvious. So I think I would just go with Soldier and Scholar. Pretty good combination. Instrument. Select your origin instrument. It will take lead in music during fights and will highlight various moments of your adventure. I do like this though. I think I'll go with cello. Is that it? Are we done here? 'Cause I can't. I think we're done. And we just got a lizard lady here. Gonna be a cleric. Apparently you can't add any facial features. I just noticed that. I think we're ready to start. Are you sure you're done with character creation? Yes. Now let's do the opening cinematic.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough.
What the fuck am I doing? And what... Is this a torture session? Was I tortured without even realizing it?
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
What the fuck kind of kinky shit is this? What kind of fever dream is it? Oh, that doesn't look comfortable.
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
Is that seriously all you have to say to this? Okay then. Why? Why the
I don't even remember them strapping me down.
Oh. Game saved. Oh yee. Okay, let's do everything we can while she's not looking. Everything. I mean, that's what I was taught with my friend. And honestly, he didn't even beat the game. It's weird, actually. Oh, crate. The top of the crate is blocking the doorway. Face the crate and press X to bring up the action menu. Select move and move the crate out of the doorway. Understood. Oh yeah, you can also search. 23 gold. Okay.
An animal sty. Freight. Or food.
Good question. Bucket with water. There's a sheep.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
You little shit. You can't understand what this animal's trying to say. If you had pet pal talent, you could have a meaningful conversation. I'd rather have far out man. Just sounds more useful. You're an asshole. Like, why? What did I do? Okay, yes. I played this game before. Not very far in. So, I picked up a log. And a box. And a vial. Thanks. And that's locked. Now, one thing with this version, I tried looking for mods, and I could not find any that would not, like, completely alter it, since I have not beaten this game or gotten very far into it. But I knew there was at least a sprinting mod for the original version. I wish I had that. It's also locked. Everything is locked, apparently. Yay. One thing I am going to do, though, see this bucket? This bucket's mine. Yes, I know. Equipment? Yes. Yes, I know. Bucket. -1 initiative. Can hold fluids or heads. I regret absolutely nothing. Okay, let's just go up. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? Yes, please. Okay, what is there to loot? Lady, what do you have?
Empty.
Empty indeed. Give me that health potion. Hello. But still, crap and tail. Select the 9 press 8 added to combine slot. Once you have more than one item, hold A to try to find them. Well, we have a water balloon, 2 healing potions, a book bag, and a log. I don't think we can do much of that. Alright. Give me.
What a well of
I'm
knowledge
going
this
to
tome
do all
is.
this shit.
Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
What? Okay, then, weirdo.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
I am a giant lizard lady, not a fucking dog, but okay then.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Okay then. Give Master a quick salute. Amused by the room's shape. Just be a smartass.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
I have been asleep for several days. I can just picture how hungry my character probably is.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Must have been some good shit to keep me out for fucking several days. With absolutely no recollection.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits.
Amen.
And if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
What is this source stuff?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall great powers building inside you. She might be playing a trick, Duncan. Might as well.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result.
I'm not sure what to think of you, lady.
There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source.
I don't know if the word neuter's the right thing to say. Because, at least we can eventually take the collar off, right? Right?
For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Okay then, jackass. Okay, I accidentally toggled tactical camera. What did I do? I'm pressing thing. Hands off, I don't care. Lady, I'm on a boat.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
Hello, midget.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Oh. I can't really see much, but I do see some energy pouring off that corpse. Yeah.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
I have been under some sick-ass sedatives for several days, dude. I don't even think I'd be, like, lucid enough to do that.
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Always does.
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
Wonder who that is.
Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Hey. Jesus. Her face is completely gone. That is messed up.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Finn, apparently, was this dude's name.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Why? Like, I could be the killer. I don't know why you're letting me so close.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
Like I said, some strong-ass sedatives. Must've been some high-quality shit.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Well, look, wizard dialogue. Say you don't hail from the House of Dreams. When you sleep, you truly sleep.
Figured as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
I don't blame them.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Sure.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Why not? Fucking money. Might as well get some. Also, let me know if I'm going too slow. 'Cause I'm not sure if you guys want to hear all the dialogue and such. I mean, I find it interesting. So it's
Did the
main
murderer
area here.
take him into this room? Was he already
Yeah. All the cash. We're gonna need this cash anyway. There's Nurse Sheep. I'm gonna avoid getting kicked in the shin again. No thanks. A metal crate with over 6,000 health. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to
Hello, kid.
My mum is afraid of lizards. I'm not. I think you're neat. I'd be happy if I had a tail.
Be very careful what you say, kids.
No!
Be very careful.
Please, no! No!
Wow. Are you a dragon? You look like a dragon. But where are your wings?
She thinks I'm a dragon. That is so fitting. That is so fitting. Oh, Sandy.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
You're not that bad. I've heard worse.
Oh, there you are. Wife.
Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not into women.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
They don't seem like brats. Tell the children. I guess I'll play along.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm
Not
good
really
and
interested
ready.
in hearing your song, lady.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
That's true. One of our age companions.
You presume right.
I'll be polite. You know anything about the burner?
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell her she'll have to have a look around with you. You can watch others. turn back.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Have you seen how much taller I am than you?
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Then. Okay, then I'll figure it out.
Name?
Here's my name.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Okay then, asshole. Sit. Oh,
The
Gil.
Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take them on.
Oh, now somebody understands who they're dealing with here. Mug of beer. Not really interested in alcohol. Hello.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
Damn, this dude's decked.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, kiddo. You hear that?
Where's the stress?
This wolf on a leash now.
The ship, of course.
Listen to his own
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
ship's moaning like a sick. It sounds angry.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's...
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that. Squeak! Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
Jesus.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news.
This guy's, something, alright.
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
This guy's pretty smart.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything good about that place, so,
Yeah, no indeed, kiddo. But that ain't my final destination.
destination, eh?
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all, thank ye kindly, kiddo.
We want to find him again, so I can
This wolf on a leash now.
Yeah. Okay, we're finally coming across one of my favorite characters.
Soon as
so
the
far.
Inquisitor gets
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The only reason I like this guy because he's such an asshole in the funniest ways.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
I feel feel violated.
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Slap him away!
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that.
Also, you know how the Red Prince looked like in the loading screen? What the fuck happened to him? Look at his icon. What happened to you? How are you a prince if you look like that? Jesus Christ.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
There's a reason why he's asking these questions. It's pretty obvious, but I'll play along. I mean, I know how to cook some things. Pasta. Baking, you know.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you weave? In short, tailor?
Given a sheet of satin, you can make a bum look like a baron. Oh, the dialogue. I think after this guy will end the episode, though. I'm sorry, this is more of a slow episode, but dialogue's funny to me. I'm a sucker for dialogue in games.
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more.
Scales?
A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
I don't know shit about fashion. I don't know shit about, like, makeup and stuff. Tell you trying to recall the last time you bathed. Wasn't my business.
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and tailor, but your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
I don't think wizards are really supposed to care about this sort of thing, so...
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
I love this guy. You think you can just walk up to anybody like, you're my slave now. Tell him you have half a mind to punch him in the face.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now, shoo!
Okay, we're nearly here for half an hour.
Can we just
Continue,
skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Next episode. Until then,
You think me mad?
have a nice rest of your day, everybody.
No.
I'll see you then.
Insufferable.